Hey everybody, it's Cara Santa Maria for America's Greatest Makers, here with an intro to Maker Tech. Thanks for joining me. Today, sparks are gonna fly as we explore the red-hot world of welding. Welding is one of the oldest forms of construction known to humankind. It dates back to the year 1000 BCE, and it's a necessary skill for all you makers out there wanting to work with metal. Now, a lot of people get welding and soldering confused, and for good reason. In both techniques, items are connected using a heated filler material. But soldering is usually used on a small scale for circuits or jewelry. As a trade, welding is used in construction and other industrial applications. Makers use welding for a number of purposes, from robotics to building furniture. There's a bunch of different ways you can weld. Some produce those flashy sparks they love in the movies and stuff. And with some, sparks never fly. And welding can be used for a ton of different purposes, from building large structures like bridges and train tracks to creating intricate sculptures. Here's a cool fact. Welding is a key component to over 50% of the United States' gross national product, and it's truly helped shape the world around us. And it can be done almost anywhere, inside, outside, underwater, even in outer space. So what do you need to get started on your first welding project? Well, you 100% without question need to protect yourself from the light welding creates. Just like the sun, without protection, it'll burn your skin and eyes. So a welding mask is a must. A heat-resistant apron, sleeves, and gloves are also imperative to protect you from the hot metal. You'll also need a welding machine and, obviously, some metal to work with. You can find a welding machine at most makerspaces, DIY centers, and shop classes. As for the metal, sometimes you'll want to grind down the edge you're welding with an angle grinder. This helps to clean the welding area of excess oil and any other contaminants. Trust me, this prep work is worth the extra effort. Another big safety tip: always anchor your pieces together to keep your work area stable. Clamps usually do the best job. Which leads me to another important topic: always ground your project. Remember, you're working with electricity, so you want to take every precaution to avoid danger. Ground leads should come with the welding machine. Now you need to decide which approach to welding you want to take. There are a few different options: Mig Welding, which is the most common with makers these days, and tungsten, or TIG welding, which is better suited for small and delicate projects. Both MIG and TIG use electric currents to create heat, along with various amounts of filler. That's the metal you often add during the welding process to make your joint. Every welding machine is different, so be sure to familiarize yourself with the machine's settings and power before you start. And in the true spirit of making, never hesitate to reach out to an experienced welder in your community. Welding is an art form, and there are endless amounts of techniques and tips to be learned. Okay, so we have everything we need to get started on welding. To learn how to use all this cool stuff, be sure to check out our beginner maker project on welding right here at americasgreatestmakers.com. And a big thank you to my how-to home, Urban Workshop. I'm Cara Santa Maria. What will you make?